fucking app. Fuck! This app is fucking trash! Fuck this app, dude! Streamlabs is a piece of fucking shit and don't know how to fucking render a goddamn fucking stream! Seriously? Fuck! Fuck this app! Fuck this platform! Fuck! 4 fucking streams, yo, that 3 minutes long just so I can fucking start this shit? Fuck you! Fucking app! Wordless trash! Fuck! Fucking pissed, dude. Fuck this app. Fuck this trash fucking app. Can't fucking render a video. Fuck you, Streamlabs. Fuck. Oh, God, this fucking app pisses me the fuck off, dude. Oh no, we can't fucking process goddamn render and shit. Fuck you, you fucking app. Worthless sack of shit. Fuck! How hard is it to fucking run a stream, Streamlabs? That's literally your fucking, like, core premise, is to do a stream! Oh no, but we can't do that. Fuck off. I literally have like 4 streams going on now. 4 of them, because this app is trash. Fucking garbage, dude. And my phone's fucking battery's shit, too. God. What the fuck? Fuck this app, man. Fuck. Over what? Doc of the Hoo-Hoo, A-Crop MC. Hello, this app is pissing me the fuck off tonight. Because I guess, you know, I can't do a fucking stream, you know, like, just willy-nilly. I have to fucking restart my phone like 3 fucking times to do it. Ugh. God, this fucking app, bro. You need the Jesus app? I really do. Oh my God, I literally have 4 fucking live streams going on right now. The karaoke one, which, that was because my phone died. Whatever. My phone's retarded on that. Like, oh, 50%, your phone fucking dies, you know, just randomly. You know, that's how it works. And now, this fucking shit. Dude, this app is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I'm gonna look at StreamYards, honestly. I'm gonna check that shit out. You know what? You know, fuck it. I'm gonna go on Google Play right now. Is that something I can download as a mobile app? Because I know that's like a thing that streamers will use right now. So let me see. I'm doing it right now. I'm literally gonna look up if StreamYards is something that can be downloaded. StreamYards. Oh, maybe. I think so. Nope. They don't have a fucking app yet? StreamYards. Come on. Seriously? There's like other apps. There's one called Bigo Live, a live streaming app. So I guess that's a thing. It's got 4.4 ratings and 5 million reviews and 500 million plus downloads. So this is, I guess, an app that, really enough, is not mentioned at all, but I guess is a thing. I'm going to look at the recent reviews. Are there any good reviews recently? 10/12/23. I had to change my review after a recent issue. A third of my screen has a black bar whenever I'm viewing it live now. horizontal ball at right corner of live. I don't know if it's a glitch because I've deleted and reinstalled the app twice and it's normal before going back to the black bar in the right corner. Definitely needs to be fixed since it can't see part of the live stream. They did respond to it. Said dear user, we're sincerely sorry for the inconvenience. So please blah 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 blah. Additionally, we'll look forward to comment. Okay, so they seem to be at least like receptive of the reviews, at least on Google Play. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it. I'll see if they have an ability to stream on YouTube. The Mel Teakin, another bear fight? You mean beer fight? No. I was actually there for, like, the last call and everything. So, and nothing happened. Everything was all chill, pretty lit. All the people that are usually there as, like, kind of, like, regulars who were cool as fuck were there, at the end of the night. So, I was actually kind of a little bit, not, like, nervous, but a little bit, like, somewhat, like, alright, is my doggo going to be cool? With the other doggo that was there, Daisy. But if anything, she was actually, the other dog was actually, she was pretty into Zukov way more than Zukov was into her, if anything. Which is, you know what, I'm okay with that. But, I mean, oh my god, those two, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Daisy and Zukov straight up wanted to fuck, dude. They wanted to fuck. Like, they were, like, so hardcore into each other, it was ridiculous. Zukov almost had a lay tonight. I'm not even kidding. He really almost did. He almost got laid. But me and the other owner were not really cool about that, so that wasn't going to happen. But, yeah, he was kind of into that a little bit. He almost got his little fuck on. But at least as far as I'm aware, Metal Teeth didn't get into anything. It was all pretty legit. I uploaded Navy, no copyright strikes yet. We didn't do quite enough for that, luckily. Well, when it's karaoke, I mean, that tends to avoid the copyright bullshit. So, I mean, you should be okay. I mean, I've done karaoke's on YouTube even, prior to doing them at the bar, and I've never really had any issues. So, as long as I think as long as there's at least some element of fair use going on, it should be okay. Like, and that includes, like, if the music's in the background, or if it's, like, karaoke and stuff like that. I think, YouTube tends to be pretty chill with things like that. At least lately. I mean, YouTube, it used to be really fucking horrible with shit like that. But I think the platform genuinely recognizes that, like, there's a lot of content out there that does just have it in the background. And I think they've been a lot more laid back about it. I mean, I'm being serious. Like, I think YouTube, at least, like, their algorithm is horrible, retarded, and stupid, and fucking ridiculous in every way, shape, and form. But at least, like, when it comes to music, it seems like they're being a little bit more laissez-faire about that. And from my understanding, that's because, like, the contracts with these record labels, have loosened up, so they don't really have to be as restrictive, from my understand. So, I mean, at least when... Goddamn, bro. But at least when it comes to YouTube as a platform, it seems like they've kind of laid back a little bit. I mean, I'll even play some pretty decent, like, popular bands and shit, like, as, like, a background for music, and I don't really get dinged. And even if I do, at this point, like, the restriction is basically, like, Belarus and Russia. I'm not even kidding. Like, I will notice if, like, shit is copyright to the point where it's partially restricted, and it's basically those countries. And, I can probably assume why that might be the case. Because I know the Ukraine war is going on, so I'm assuming that might be legit the case. Oh no! Anyway, yeah, basically it's how I feel. Like, the only time I get copyright struck is if it's that. Like, there might be, like, a rare song or some shit where it might be, like, partially restricted in places like Germany or the UK or some random fuck places like that, but beyond that, like, it's those places. Belarus and Russia, specifically. I can only imagine that's because of the embargoes that are, against Russia due to the Ukraine war right now. So, yeah, I really just, I don't care. There was a dude that, for a while, that used to actually be from Russia that would be on my streams, but, I mean, he was kind of like, he definitely had, like, some right-wing tendencies, for sure, a little bit, but he was pretty cool when it came to, like, music and culture and stuff, but when it came to, like, politics, specifically, like, he was, I don't know. He definitely had his, bent towards, like, right-wing authoritarianism, for sure. Which is unfortunate, because he was kind of a cool dude, but I remember he overtly was, like, pro-police while I was doing those fucking BLM protests and shit and streaming that shit. And I remember him having some really hardcore hot takes and fucking getting banned by my chat. I remember that, and I was just telling, at least I was telling him, it's like, look, it's like, there's a reason why we're fucking, protesting these guys. And, if you disagree, fine, but this is why. And I was explaining that, and my chat fucking manned his ass. At least at the time. So, whatever. I guess I understand it. If it was on YouTube, I probably would have unbanned him by this point, but it was on Twitch at the time. I don't know if he actually has, like, a YouTube channel or anything like that. Actually, no, you know what? He does, but I don't know exactly what his fucking channel name is, or else I probably would have reached out to the guy. But, because I know he has sent me a video of him, like, doing a cover of a Judas Priest song of some sort. I forgot which one. But he had really good fucking vocals, though, so I thought he was kind of a cool dude. Outside of politics, he seemed like a pretty cool guy, so. It's been a long fucking time since I've heard from that guy. Like, what, like 2021, 2020 or some shit? Multiple fucking years at this point. Either way, like, I guess I don't really give that much of a shit, because, like, the average, like, kind of conservative dude, like, that's a dime a dozen, especially in America. Seeing they're cracking on the LGBTQ. I know, dude, because Rob Halford is, like, an openly very pro-queer advocate. Like, Rob Halford has been, like, a major queer advocate since, Judas Priest was a fucking thing. Like, that's kind of, that's why I love Judas Priest so fucking much, because, like, in the early days, they were kind of, like, a very legit, like, like, pro-queer kind of band. Like, they would make it kind of almost like their point, mostly because of Rob Halford being a thing. Like, he would, like, wear, like, legit kind of gay daddy leather fucking shit and stuff like that, and normalize it in the metal community. And now, like, when it comes to, like, leather gauntlets, leather vests, leather chaps, stuff like that, like, that's, like, normal in the metal community at this point. But back when, he was normalizing that shit, that was seen as very, like, faggoty, gay, and shit like that, and was very verboten. But nowadays, it's totally fucking normal. Like, it's actually almost unusual to see, like, a metalhead without leather and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually almost unusual to see a metalhead without shit like that at this point. But, like, back in the day, like, it was almost like the opposite. Like, where someone like Rob Halford having, like, fucking leather daddy kink gear, basically, as a fucking performer, was seen as, like, legit faggoty, verboten shit that should not be allowed in the metal community. Like, because honestly, and unfortunately, it's still the case, like, the metal community is still pretty fucking conservative. And that's kind of sad, unfortunately. And that's why at this point, I don't even really identify as metalhead as much as more of, like, a punk. Because, like, punk has always been, to the core root, leftist as fuck. And unfortunately, metal, not as much. The early days of metal, for sure, absolutely, but, like, nowadays, you got, like, bands like Five Finger fucking Death Punch and shit, and, like, Shinedown. You got, like, bands that are legit, like, MAGA, QAnon level fucking, like, right-wing and shit. Even Dave Mustaine, Megadeth is a fucking right-wing crazy fucking weirdo and shit. So it's like, unfortunately, metal has kind of like an underbelly of conservatism that's pretty fucking strong. Even Rip, I know you remember it, but that one Sabaton concert when they were playing in Portland for 2 nights in a row, the one night that y'all decided to go to that show with me, when I double dipped them both nights, I guess, like, all the boomer right-wing fucktards, happened to show up on the Saturday fucking show. Because Friday, there was nowhere near like that type of shit. I mean, it's just kind of fucking weird. Like, I mean, like it was kind of strange. Like like on Friday it was like kind of left leaning metalheads, but on Saturday it was like right leaning metalheads that were there. It was so weird. Because a whole weird chant at the beginning of Sabaton's set of USA, USA. Yeah, when it came to that like World War One, fucking memorial that was getting set up and fundraised for and shit, which I'm okay with. I was okay with that. I think it's a good idea to have like a World War One memorial since we apparently never had one. I mean, I never knew we did. Like, I mean, we have a memorial for World War II, Vietnam, Korea, etc., but never for World War One. I never knew that, so I'm okay with that. I think it's cool that like a band out there is fundraising, some money, with their tour, with some shit like that. That's cool. I think it's all right. But I just thought it was so fucking weird and dorky as fuck that there were some MAGA motherfuckers yelling, USA, USA, just like on that fucking show. It was so fucking weird, dude. Because the whole idea of the World War One memorial isn't just for the fucking American vets that fought in World War One, but for the fact the Great War happened in the first place and all the vets that were there besides, outside the American ones. Like, I mean, that's kind of the point. I mean, obviously to symbolize and like represent our fucking vets that, fought in that war, but to remind ourselves that that war was there, and yeah, some American boys, and soldiers went out there and fucking fought in that shit. I mean, it's like, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, oh my God, there are some motherfuckers. I think there's like some extra weird fucking level with that shit that is just so strange. I don't get it. I really genuinely don't get it. I know it's both right and left-wing cliques. They definitely do. I mean, metal is kind of weird like that, where it definitely has like some really hardcore left clicks, and then also very hardcore right-wing clicks or cliques. I mean, that's kind of thing about metal in a weird way. Like, I mean, depending on what communities of like the broader metal community that you kind of like when it comes to like the niches or subgenres, like, I mean, sometimes you might find some weird ass right-wing fucking dipshits, and sometimes you might find some base ass lefty types. Like, for example, at least when it comes to bands like Creator, Death Angel, or like Testament, Exodus, I mean, bands like that, they're almost like pretty overtly left wing. But like there are other, metal bands out there that certainly aren't. And yeah, so they definitely kind of have like their weird little like subgenres within, like politically within the genres themselves. And it kind of adds like this strange kind of like overlap between left and right wing metalheads, because you got like left wing metalheads like me that exists, but then you got like right wing boomer chud motherfuckers that listen to like Disturbed, Five Finger Death Punch and shit like that, and don't realize that maybe at least like some of their early music potentially might have been left leaning, or just the broader genre itself is. So it's like, it's just one of those things that you never really totally understand and really get. And honestly, why I'm so glad that punk is like very inherently left wing as fuck, because I mean, without the Dead Kennedys and like early punk bands, having like songs, for example, like Nazi Punk's Fuck Off and shit, like it would have probably made, punk, kind of the same thing. But luckily, like punk is overtly left wing as fuck, almost like by its nature. And that's why, honestly, at this point, I identify more as a punk than a metalhead at this point. Because they're legit are like straight up fucking Nazis in the metalhead communities. Like, there's National Socialist Black Metal. That's Nazi metal. Like, that's like metal bands and like metalheads and shit that are overt fucking Nazis. So it's like, I mean, you don't really see that in punk. I mean, you will, but they're such a fucking niche and such an obscure, rare thing that you would have to literally go out of your way to find shit like that. You have to, like, go on, like, 4chan boards and things like that to fucking find bands like that. I mean, you have to overtly go out of your way to find, like, Nazi punk bands. I mean, because, or at least just right-wing leaning punk bands, because, like, 99.9% of them are left-wing, like, either implicitly or fucking absolutely overtly. While unfortunately with metal, it's a lot more mixed. I mean, I guess not necessarily unfortunately, because, I mean, there's plenty of metal bands out there that have, like, right-wingers, in their, like, and like their members and stuff, like Iron Maiden, for example, like Steve Harris, Bruce Dickinson, like they're conservative, and Christians too, but yet they have like pretty pro lefty ish messaging in some of their songs, like Run to the Hills, A Number to the Beast, things like that. Like, I mean, they got a lot of songs that are kind of like anti-Christian or almost like kind of anti-conservative in nature, despite they themselves being, conservative to some extent. It's more center right than far right. Well, that's why I'm saying conservative. Like, because they're like almost like an OG kind of like, stereotypical conservative type, where they're not like far right, but yeah, they're moderate center right leaning types and shit. And honestly, I'm sure like some of the band members are actually kind of left leaning in nature to an extent. I mean, it's only Steve Harris and Bruce Dickinson who are like overtly kind of conservative leaning. I mean, the others, they kind of keep that shit a lot more closer to the chest. Which I suppose that might mean that they might be kind of conservative leaning or maybe not. But either way, I mean, despite that, they can talk about messages and themes in their songs that are kind of left leaning in nature. Or at least, very anti-religious or anti-Christian to an extent. So it's like, I mean, it's not impossible. Have left wing leaders, like you mentioned. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Run to the Hills is a pretty left-leaning song. Like, that song itself is literally, like, Run to the Hills is literally about, the plight of the indigenous people of America, against the white man, so it's like, you also have a song about fucking Vikings and shit, you know what I mean? Like, Iron Maiden's got some pretty fucking left-leaning songs and shit, to be honest. May not overtly, but they definitely have it in, when it comes to a lot of their songs and theme. Until it's done. We need a new Ghost Pop. Honestly, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think there's like a strong energy of like a fourth wave punk that is like honestly growing. I think like this like post third wave era of punk right now is like slowly growing into like a fourth wave, of punk. And I think that is going to be like a very strong genre, honestly, in the next like decade, in my opinion. At least, in the PDX area, in the Pacific Northwest and shit. Because like, honestly, like, around here, punk has legit kind of revived itself in a way. Like, the house shows, like, block parties and things like that. Like, that shit came out, like, fucking insane crazy, last year. And that shit's only growing. It's like a lot of these, up-and-coming bands in the PDX area are touring with, like, punk and, like, ska bands that have been around since, like, the fucking 80s and 90s and shit. Like, there's a lot of bands around here that are starting to tour with, like, old-timey, like, fucking ska, punk bands and shit. So, like, there's definitely, like, a punk movement that's starting to kind of revive itself, especially in the Pacific Northwest. And in Portland, especially. Like, I honestly, truly believe, like, punk has been kind of revived in Portland. And, like, that scene is alive again. Like, at least, maybe not to its traditional glory, so to speak, but it's definitely there. Like, that movement's come back and is, reviving itself. And I think a lot of it was because of the pandemic. I think, there's some elements of that where, the pandemic actually legit kind of, put a fucking spark and energy in creative artists and shit when it came to, like, metalheads, punks, like, just musicians and artists across the board, where it gave them opportunity to just sit down and make some fucking music. Because Los Malvados, the band that I'm fucking big on, has only been around for a little over a year. Less than a year and a half. They've only been around for, like, not that long. They haven't been around for long at all. And they're getting fucking big really quickly. Like, they've already have a few North America tours. They've already had, like, shows, all across, this fucking country. And have done a shitload of fucking tours in PDX and then, Pacific Northwest and California. Like, I mean, they've, like, made their names pretty well known at this point. And, and they're going to only get fucking bigger. And I love that. Like, I mean, knowing that, like, they're, like, this shit's coming back now, really just shows that, like, there is definitely, like, an energy for this type of stuff. And it's coming back more than ever, in my opinion. Like, and I think it's, reminiscent of also the energy that we see, electorally, when it comes to politics, too. Because people want to find, like, an alternative / like, kind of a third way, so to speak. And, like, and at least in a certain level, music and culture, in America that is countercultural to the status quo is very reminiscent of that. And a lot of people are into that shit. Whether it's punk, metal, or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever that happens to be for people are getting into that shit. And way more so than ever in the last, like, 20, 30 fucking years. I mean, so it's something that is energy that is growing and strongly, and it makes me excited. Especially not just for shows and concerts and things like that, but also just for the fact that, people don't want the same fucking shit no more. I don't want the same shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, people don't want the same reciprocal cycle anymore. People want to fucking change. And they're looking anywhere for it. I mean, so the fact that there's at least, like, music scenes out there that are tapping into that shit just shows that that energy is fucking there. It just needs to be heavily tapped into in a way that is more positive than just, like, having a cool music scene in town. You know what I mean? Because it's great having a music scene, right? Like, I mean, it's cool to have, like, those things out there, but there certainly needs to be more than that, I mean, it's like all these fucking people that I see at these, like, punk shows and stuff. I've seen some people that I don't even really talk to at all, but I've seen at different punk shows and shit like that, or metal shows even, and stuff like that, like, over and over and over again. It's like, you don't think these same fucking people want to use that energy for more productive things when it comes to, like, bettering their, life or the community that they live in and shit? Like, of course they do. I mean, it's there. It's just that, like, leftists need to really coalesce and, like, unify on that fucking energy. And I don't want to get into that again because, goddamn, it is, like, it's one that I've kind of crowed about for pretty recently, especially in the last, like, month, give or take. Because, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. The fact that we can't use this fucking energy that we have that's obviously there. And it is very prevalent for something that is actually productive and positive that can genuinely be used to make a fucking change. Even if it's, like, on a state-by-state fucking level. It's like, I mean, we don't want to use it. That's what really grinds my fucking gear in a lot of ways when it comes to this shit. Like, when it comes to electoralism and things like that. Like, the energy to change shit is there, but no one really wants to pull the trigger, so to speak. No one really wants to fucking actually, like, take the risk. No one wants to take the gamble. No one wants to put the chips down on the roulette table. No one wants to do that shit. I mean, that's the problem. Like, no one's willing to put the fucking big bet down for everyone else to back that bet up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's willing to back the horse race. Even though there obviously can certainly be a winner, if we heavily betted on it, and we took a little risk and gambled on that. Because even if we don't get, like, every little thing that we want, imagine the fucking results we could get, though. I mean, that's what, what I always try to advocate here. It's like, I mean, yeah, like, we can't get, like, legit utopia. We can't get, like, fucking, like, Star Trekian level, like, fucking prosperity and stuff like that. But, goddamn, we can at least get, like, a basic foundation of these things. We can at least get, like, a basic idea of pushing this shit. It's not that fucking hard. We just have to take a fucking risk every now and then. and no one wants to take the risk. This country was founded on taking risks. This country was built on taking risks. Where the fuck did that go? Like, good, bad, right, or wrong. We took risks in this country to do some shit. And yet, here we are, fucking not taking a risk because, oh no, fascism or this and that, or, might take over. It's like, fuck you, little pussy. Take a fucking risk for a change. Times change. Oh, yeah, I've never accounted for that ever in my life. Because of those risks. What do you even mean? Name specifically those risks. Specifically name them. I'm willing to hash it out. Legit. I'm legit willing to hash it out. But name specifically what you're talking about. Is it a civil rights movement? Is it the labor movement during like the 1890s and the 20s and shit like that? What are we talking about here? Trail of Tears, Nazi Germany. Okay, hold on. Okay, you're starting to... I already tell you about to fucking dump a shitload of shit on me. That requires a lot of fucking context. Like, because for one, the Trail of Tears it's literally a genocide. It's fucked. You know what? Like, you want to know something about, the Americans, the indigenous Americans, that, what they did when it came to resistance and that? They had what I was talking about. They have fucking balls. They had the ability to take a fucking risk every now and then to fight for their fucking rights. To fight, for their autonomy, for their sovereignty. They fought for that shit. Wounded Knee 73. And that's like the one that I specifically know about, but there's been plenty of fucking eras and historical moments where the natives have rose up and fought for the fucking sovereignty and their rights. To this day. To this fucking day, they still fight for that shit. And they absolutely deserve all that. They deserve to have their fucking land back. They deserve to have their reparations. They deserve... to have, like, the basic fucking respect that they should have had from the fucking get-go. But yet, this fucking country has betrayed them every fucking second of its inception. So, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, our country had balls to fucking genocide them, but guess what? Those same Americans, the indigenous Americans that we refuse to recognize as people, have fucking had the balls and the strength to fucking fight for their mere existence, like, every fucking step of the way since 1619. Since the first fucking white man came to this fucking land. I'm not moving to Europe to slay his mind. Well... You misinterpreted what I'm saying. The idea of land back isn't like the Native Americans literally kicking out like white American citizens and shit like that. Like, that's not what it means. I'm a strong advocate for land back, but at the same time, I also see myself as a native to Oregon, a native to the Pacific Northwest, a native to Cascadia. This is my home. This is my land. And because of that, honestly, like, I, tend to, respect and look to Native culture and history around here. And there's a lot of really cool shit that never really gets discussed. Like, for example, Canby, Oregon, that town, was named after Colonel Canby. And he, tried to root out a lot of indigenous Americans when it came to the Chinook, the Unkwa, the Tillamook, and etc. Like, he was known to try to root a lot of them out. Guess what? A lot of those Native American, badass motherfuckers, they would use the lava tunnels and lava tubes, from, like, the old ancient, like, lava caves, and stuff like that. That's all throughout southern and eastern Oregon. They would literally use those places as a way to fucking do guerrilla warfare against Colonel Canby and his troops. And like, they would have like dynamite, set up in like one little cave entrance, and then they will move, to another area where they can just fucking take pot shots at these guys and shit like that. I mean, there's a fucking crazy proud indigenous history in the Pacific Northwest when it comes to like, resisting the white man, and the American government. Like and honestly, a lot of it is something to be proud of, in my opinion. I take pride in it, even though I have nothing, to do with it, because both of my parents moved to Oregon in the '90s. Like, my mom moved here in like '91 or some shit, and my dad moved here in like '95 or something like that. Like, I mean, they both, moved here on their own, separately, and they eventually found each other just due to similar connections, with friends and stuff like that, and eventually, settled here. And, and they settled, different places around Portland up until where I live now. Like, eventually when the property was bought here, they fucking had the house built. And, while it was being built, I was in my mom's womb. So, I mean, it's like, either way, at the end of the day, it's like, even though my parents, my brother, like, even though they aren't native here, I am. My roots are here. And I legit, identify myself as a Cascadian more so than even a fucking American. So it's like, I mean, where I live is my home. This is my homeland. Like, Oregon is my homeland. And I will do anything to fucking preserve it, fight for it, and everything. Like, not so much for America, but for Oregon and Cascadia as like a concept when it comes to the biome here. That includes Washington, British Columbia, parts of California even, Idaho, even though I hate that fucking shithole backwater fucking shithole fucking state. Even though I hate it, it's a part of the Pacific Northwest. So it's like, I mean, my home's here. So it's like, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I'm going to fight for it. And honestly, because of like, a lot of the pride and a lot of the fucking perseverance of the indigenous, but also because like, I understand the idea of like wanting to preserve your home and stuff like that and shit. I get that stuff. I can understand why, people vibe with it and shit. I mean, I can also understand why people don't really care so much about it. Because at the end of the day, like, do I truly give a fuck about like where I live and stuff like that? I mean, sure, probably not. Like, I mean, but the thing is, I'm born and raised here, right? Like most of my life is here. Like, I mean, there's a connection to that, so it's, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where I totally fucking get. I mean, but it's just like, is it something positive, or is it like, a nefarious fucking position, right? Like, that's why, when I look at, conservatives being like, oh, my land, all this other shit, it's just right-wing fucking racist dogma garbage. Like, racist fucking great replacement theory shit and stuff like that. I mean, fuck that garbage. Like, as far as I'm concerned, my native brother and sisters who have been here for thousands of fucking years, are, like, are an equal to me. And if anything, maybe even more so because they've been here for so fucking long. I mean, I'm a single generation native here. Like, I mean, they've been here for millennia. I mean, it's like, I mean, of course I'm going to, when it comes to at the end of the day, especially respecting the land I live on and being here, I'm going to fucking, look to them. I respect the indigenous here. I love and, venerate, their culture and their history. And it's sad that so much of it is just lost to time. That's what's just so sad about it. It's like so much of the indigenous culture that is left, that's only like 10% of what really existed. I mean, so much of it is just fucking lost to time, or lost to elders who have passed away and shit. Like, I mean, it's just so much of it's just gone. I mean, that's just fucked. I mean, I'd love to learn more about like the Chinook and the Oqua and Tillamook and and the different natives have lived here, like the Clackamas and and other tribes. Like, but so much of their fucking history is just gone, just lost to time, just dead. I mean, if there really is like a genocide that really has happened successfully, it really was with the indigenous Americans because it's sad how much like has been erased from their people, from their culture, from their history. I mean, it's like so much of it's just been lost to time, and so much of it is genuinely beautiful and genuinely like peaceful, empathetic. It takes knowledge and consideration of its local environment and things like that. Like, and all of it's just fucking just lost to time, just dead, just gone. I don't give a fuck in my mind. All cultures belong to humans. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I think yeah. At the end of the day, like all the what I'm talking about belongs to all of us to an extent. I mean, what I'm saying is like the fact that we, because of like stronger societies / cultures, like destroying other like primitive cultures and shit like that. Like that's what my criticism, because like there's so much that was out there that's just gone because of shit like that. I mean, it's like, but at the end of the day, it's all like all of us, have like a connection to this shit. I mean, we all have an ability to like connect and understand these ideas. Take what's useful, discard everything, eventually create an overarching culture and comes to all humans. I mean, hopefully. But I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like it does come at a cost. So, like that cure for cancer, that's now lost. Was I saying that? I mean, there's a lot of aspects of the culture that or I mean, of the cultures, specifically. I mean, really, that like might have been very positive and really good for us and shit. But there's definitely plenty that obviously probably wouldn't really done much. Like, oh yeah, find a cure for cancer or something. Yeah, I doubt they had that. We don't have that now. I mean, maybe some places. I mean, arguably, I know like Cuba and a few other countries, potentially have like cures for certain cancers and stuff. But going on about backwards culture, dude. A lot of the indigenous cultures that exist in the Americas and really just globally are not just simply backwards. That's straight up, like, honestly, like a fucking. I'm just gonna be fucking blunt with you. That is kind of a racist, interpretation of like different cultures that have existed for thousands of fucking years. I'm just sorry, but it kind of is. I'm not saying you are, but that interpretation, that like idea, kind of is a little bit. I mean, honestly, I'm just being blunt with it. Like, cause there's plenty of fucking cultures that are, were certainly way more empathetic and akin to nature and shit like that. And there's plenty that are barbaric and savage as fuck. But yet, the current ones that survive arguably are pretty savage. Like the culture of America, savage as fuck. The culture of fucking Saudi Arabia, the culture of Iran, like a lot of it's kind of savage and fucking bloodthirsty and things like that. Like, I mean, you can look at like most cultures, currently in the world and say that they're pretty backwards, arguably at least. And I would say a good chunk of them are. Like a good chunk of fucking culture in the world right now is pretty backwards and savage. A good chunk of it, like legit. Like from Israel, Saudi Arabia, to Iran, to the United States, to the UK, to Russia, to China, like all to Thailand, like all these countries are backwards, fucking draconian, savage fucking cultures, in my opinion. That has nothing to do with their fucking race or all this other shit. It's just like the status quo of what's been conditioned and what is normalized as culture for the last fucking who knows how many generations to build up to where we are now. Especially for a lot of these fucking countries. I care more about technological progress than so-called cultural progress. Well, technological progress goes hand in hand with culture. I mean, it just does. I mean, I'm sorry, bro, but it does. We're more advanced than them. Well, we're as America. No, we're not. We really aren't. Not really. When it comes to technology and culture, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Why do you think the culture of the automobile is so dominant? Because it's technology of the automobile with Henry Ford, heavily investing and heavily, funding shit like that back in the day. When it came, dude, I mean, there's a lot of different historical moments in time where that really is just very refutable. I don't think you want to play that game. Like, come on, man. Really? Are you really going to say that? If that's true, we will always still be stuck in Victoria. No, he wouldn't. What? No, he wouldn't. That's that just that feels almost like a straw man. Like, no, he wouldn't. No. That's not even remotely close to being true. We would legit have electric cars and things like that by like the fucking 2000s or the 90s if it wasn't for the culture of the automobile and the fossil fuel oil and gas companies and shit, and the culture of that being such a normalized idea, especially during the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s onward and shit to this fucking day. Like the culture around the automobile plays a major fucking role in when it comes to technological progress, like when it comes to maybe electric cars, like when it comes to EVs, or when it comes to maybe potentially weaning ourselves off from fossil fuels or any of these other ideas. Those play a major fucking role. I don't care. Well, maybe you fucking should, because honestly, that seems like the fucking core root of the problem here, because you don't give a fuck. But they do. These fucking ideas matter. And, and they play a major fucking role of the conditioning of how we, look at ourselves as a society. When it comes to the status quo, being obtuse on purpose. How the fuck am I being obtuse? Explain that to me. How in the fuck am I being obtuse about this? I'm being pretty fucking nuanced about it, honestly. Like, don't try to offend me here, dude. Like, come on. Like, that's kind of a little borderline offense to me. It's like, really, how in the fuck am I being obtuse about this? I'm being pretty fucking nuanced, if anything, and that's being pretty hella crossfaded. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously? Obtuse? Now you're just fucking with me. I'm a right angle. Seriously. Alright, well, you know what? Whatever. Explain how I'm being obtuse or a right angle then. Just, look, I'm willing to hash it out. I just want to know. You can't just throw shit like that out there and just not explain yourself, you know what I mean? You have to at least, give a reason why I'm potentially being obtuse here. Because, like I said, I think I'm being pretty fucking nuanced and, and pretty, at least open, when it comes to these ideas. I'm not just saying them as, it's, literally the objective truth or some shit. I mean, personally, in my opinion, I think they are. But, you know what? I don't inherently think my opinion is the fucking truth. So I'm willing to fucking hash it out. I don't gotta work. I barely have to keep with things. Life's good right now. Dude, look. Alright. Bruh. Do you think I want to fucking work? I don't want to work. I think everybody, or at least most people, should be able to have the opportunity to be able to, not work and at least have a basic fucking life for themselves. I mean, at the minimal, everyone should at least deserve, like, the basic standard of living, even if they're working or not. Like, I mean, I don't disagree with you with when it comes to the idea of having, people in that situation or whatever the fuck. I'm not like, oh, people have to fucking work in order to keep you. I'm not that guy. Like, look, I mean, because at the end of the day, when it comes to my labor advocacy, for example, like, it comes to the idea of, like, yeah, we shouldn't have to fucking, work to earn a living. We should be able to just have a fucking living. And if we want to, like, work to have a little more than just that, basic, standard, then that's okay. But everyone should deserve that basic fucking standard of a comfortable living. Everybody. Regardless of what their fucking background is or what their genetics or whatever the fuck. I literally couldn't give a fuck. Like, I mean, at the end of fucking bare minimal of the day, everyone deserves to have a fucking roof over their head and to live somewhat comfortably. Paul once told me that a long ass time ago on stream I should starve. I mean, I kind of feel like that's some bullshit, bro. Like, dude, I'm a pretty avid watcher of Paul. Like, I watch a lot of his streams. He did one earlier tonight where I was checking him out and shit. Like, I mean, I think it got nuked when Ideology got canceled. Yeah, I mean, it probably did. Which, honestly, I probably had that stream saved on my favorite Ideology playlist. I had a whole playlist full of ideologies. I mean, and 90% of it is gone now because of that shit. Either way, though, like, knowing Paul's advocacy, though, I think it was just being salty. Because, like, he is a dude who genuinely is an advocate of everyone having a, what I'm talking about, right? Like, I mean, when it comes to that basic standard of living, when it comes to the basic standard of being able to, like, just live decently and shit, like, I mean, he is an advocate of those things. I mean, honestly, he's probably a little bit, maybe more left than I am, to be frank, when it comes to some of these issues. I mean, it's like, I wouldn't really necessarily take that, to heart. I would take that with a grain of salt, no pun intended. I mean, because honestly, there's definitely a lot. I've triggered Paul. Like, I have literally had him call me some crazy fucking shit before because I've called his ass out on some takes that I thought were absurd. Like, so, like, I mean, I've gotten the fucking fire and fury of Paul's ego too. I mean, you're not really a true polisher unless you've taken some of the fire and heat from Paul himself. I mean, so, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's just me. Like, I've definitely taken some of the heat from Paul. I've taken the heat from TJ, even Scotty. I've taken heat from all those motherfuckers, and yet I still stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's one of those things where, like, I'm willing to, I could play around and, fuck with him and shit, and they can fuck with me, and it's all good. Because I know they're not really being sincere. At least when it comes to, like, their shade, so to speak, right? Like, I mean, when it comes to, like, their true, like, advocacy and their intent, like, I mean, that's what's true. And all of them, at least when it comes to the basic idea of, like, being able to have the, just a basic roof over the head and be able to live comfortably and, all this other shit, like, yeah, they're all advocates of that. I mean, so just because, like, Paul got a little salty with you one time, some years back, doesn't necessarily mean that he's just, like, he literally thinks that. To be a part of labor's, I should starve because I refuse to work and be a part of labor was the exact words, I think. And I think a lot of that's just due to assault. I mean, because the thing is, I can get the idea. I can understand the sentiment to an extent. Because, I mean, on one hand, I don't really inherently disagree. But, like, there has to still be that basic standard of comfortability for fucking people. If you want a little bit more, then sure. You could be a part of the labor force. But, like, everyone still deserves that basic fucking standard. Everybody. Regardless of what their fucking background is, regardless if they can work or not, regardless if they're fucking leeching on mama's teeth or whatever the heck. I don't give a fuck. At least for me personally, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm technically leeching off my mama and papa's teeth still, but a lot of that's just because, the fucking house that I'm living under was bought and owned by my fucking granddad specifically, but is under, the title and the name of my fucking parents. So, it's like, at the end of the day, I'm privileged enough to be good. But plenty of other motherfuckers out there aren't. And that's why I advocate for what I do. Especially when it comes to labor. Because, I have enough privilege because especially of the conditions and the wealth and ability that my parents had and their grandparents to an extent to be able to do this shit that I'm able to have the privileges of. It's like, this should be for a basic fucking standard for everyone. If it wasn't for the house that I live under right now, I would be fucked in a lot of ways. I would have to fucking bunk with roommates. I would probably be working 2 fucking jobs. I probably wouldn't have enough time to do shit like this right now. I probably wouldn't have fucking time to do karaoke at the fucking bars and shit. So it's like, I wouldn't have any time for myself. But I have genuine privilege that most people my age don't. And that's fucked. Not because, I'm somehow, better than them or some shit, but because they don't have the same fucking standard that I do. And I'm just fucking lucky. I got born with the right fucking family ancestry genes or whatever the fuck you'd be able to, get away with it. But most people don't. And that's what's fucked. It doesn't matter if, someone's a hard laborer or just a need or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. It's fucked for everyone. Including me to an extent. And honestly, there's a legit possibility I might lose this fucking place. I'm not even fucking kidding with you. I might lose this place. Because of, the lack of ability for me to take care of this fucking house. And for my dad to he could barely take care of himself, let alone anything else. All this other shit. Because my granddad's going to be coming up this summer. And he's going to be checking this place out. And he's, just from the get-go, even if we did get this place, somewhat in decent order, he's just going to be fucking fire and fury, hellscape fucking pissed. So, no matter what, I just already know that. So, at that point, I already absolutely fucking know there's a coin toss chance that this place that I've lived all my fucking life is just gone. Fucking gone. Because he wanted to, because he decides that, you're all out, I'm selling this fucking place, go fuck yourselves. You're on your own. That's a genuine possibility. I'm not even fucking kidding with you. I'm being serious. This is a thing that could happen later this fucking year. I don't want that. I don't want that. That actually fucking scares me. Especially that my mom's gonna be probably gone within a fucking year or so. And all this other shit. I cannot afford that. My own fucking mental health cannot afford that shit. And yet, it's a fucking gamble I'm gonna have to fucking maybe, take a risk with. And I have no fucking choice in the matter. That shit fucking scares me. It really does. It really fucking does. Because I don't want to lose. I don't want to have to fucking start from scratch. That fucking scares me. And honestly, that is my privilege talking to an extent. It really is. But fuck, dude. This shouldn't have to be a fucking privilege. And this shouldn't have to be a fucking thing that people have to suffer with. At all. For anything. Because I know, the general fucking outcome for people, when it comes to what's the status quo. And it's deadly. It's fucking deadly to people. I couldn't survive in that shit. Unless I was bunking with my fucking homies, I would die. I'm not even kidding. either because I offed myself or because of like, just succumbing to the fucking grind. I just wouldn't make it. There would be no fucking way. I'm just being fucking blunt with that one. It makes me fucking fearful. Because the only other option outside of this shit is being in Texas. Do you think I want to be there? I would probably literally get fucking arrested and fucking locked up by the police state that is in Texas because of me being queer. I'm a queer man. Like, they're gonna crack down on me just for existing there. Like, so, do you think I want to be there? Fuck no. Like, so, I got no fucking options. Like, I'm SOL. Like, when it comes to this year, honestly. Unless there's a way for a miracle to fucking happen, I guess. I don't fucking know. Because if not, I'm done. I'm fucked. Because I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I guess my sister may be in Montana. Or, whatever my brother might do. But he might fucking move to Texas. Even though him and I talked about it. We both hate the politics of that state. We don't like it, when it comes to shit like that. But I mean, he's thinking about it, mostly just because of job opportunities, at least for him. And it's like, I don't got that. I got family, I guess, but that's it. That's fucking it. Like, look, I love my family. I want to be with them, but I don't want to live there. I just don't. I'm sorry. My roots are fucking in Oregon. I'm a Cascadian. I live here. This is my fucking roots. I'm sorry, but I can't leave here. Like, I just fucking can't. Like, I love it here too much. That's why I'm so fucking attached here, so to speak, right? Because, fuck. I mean, shit's gonna be, fucking different, at the end of this year, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. I'm really honest. I'm just being fucking honest with that. I don't know if I am. I have to really start adulting myself in more ways than I really fucking thought this year. And I've already been trying to fucking catch up. New Mexico. I mean, dude, it's the same thing, man. I don't got my roots there. I don't know anyone there. I guess, but like, my roots aren't there. None of my friends live. I don't know anyone there. Outside of you. Like, that's the problem. It's like Texas. I know my family, but that's it. I don't know anyone else that lives there. I'm like, I would have to make new friends, new connections, and things like that. I mean, same thing for New Mexico. At least if weed, New Mexico. I guess. I suppose I'd be close enough to Texas where I can drive out there and shit. So, I mean, New Mexico would definitely probably be a better option, I suppose. I mean, look. I mean, if it really came to the fact that I had to move somewhere, I'm just going to be honest, I'd probably be with my sister out in Montana. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with that, because I got some connection there. I grew up, like, half of my life with my summers out there. Like, I know the land. I know Montana a little bit. It's like, I mean, in a weird way, Montana is like my second home in a sense. If, like, I mean, so, I don't know. It's cold as fuck. I'm used to it. Cold as fuck. I'm used to it. I mean, dude, I'm a Northern European mutt. If I can handle this fucking bullshit going on outside and stuff like that, I can handle the fucking cold Montana. My fucking dad was born and raised there, for fuck's sake. He bitches and moans that the winters are not hardcore enough. I'm serious, Slide. I don't know anyone here. Well, I suppose, like, I mean, like how I'm feeling for this year, whenever that year happens to be, something that happens for you, come up here. Because, look, I mean, I'm just kind of dreading it now, but I'm probably going to be okay. I mean, really. At the end of the day, I'm probably going to be alright. I'm just fucking scared about it, because I'm just not ready for it yet. At least not mentally. But, I mean, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be able to fucking find a way. I always have, frankly. Like, I'm a motherfucker who's always able to fucking find a way. My mom's always been like that. I mean, that's something about, like, my mom and I, especially, that have, like, been really true, is that we're fucking fighters. We're stubborn. We're fighters. We fucking just... I mean, we don't know what no is when it comes to being an answer. So, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm probably going to be okay. But it's still one of those things where it definitely makes me nervous. And, I mean, this year is definitely going to be kind of a changing point. Changing jobs. Fucking changing unions to an extent. Might change my living situation, depending on how that fucking goes. Never used to be that. I don't want to be that either. Because I kind of feel that way myself to an extent, but if anything, I know that ain't the case because I'm probably the most hardest working motherfucker in my family out here in Oregon at this point. That's just the fucking truth. Getting cold. I'll take myself out. Don't fucking think like that, man. Seriously, don't. I mean, I'm feeling pretty existential about my own situation to an extent, but like I said, if I could fucking find a way, you could fucking find a way. Don't be saying that shit. When you're off to university. Bruh, I'm literally in a blue bubble in a conservative fucking county. Clackamas County is known to be pretty kind of conservative as fuck. The Clackamas County Sheriff's Department, the Clackamas County Sheriffs are literal brown shirt Nazi scum. Like, I mean, trust me, man, I know what you mean by that. I know exactly what you mean by that. I really do. Like, seriously. Like, these motherfuckers live right outside of my goddamn town, for all intents and purposes. At least in the South. What if I don't care enough to find a way? Then fucking find something in yourself to care about it. And not for you, then because of other people. I give no fuck. So, use that. Because honestly, if you want to know the honest, dead-ass truth, I mean, the only reason why I'm still kicking is because of, a lot of my family and my fucking dog. I got family that, depends on me and my dog. That's why. If you really want to, and I guess some of my friends to an extent. But at the end of the day, that's the reason why I'm still kicking. I don't have that. Yeah, you do. I mean, maybe you don't really honestly get that yet, but yeah, you do. Maybe not necessarily family, but you still got family even if they're not by blood. Get me? Stick around very long. Well, that's bullshit, Venom. Dude, like I said, man, quit fucking thinking that. I used to think that myself personally, and it was just like negative fucking just bullshit. That was just lies. It just was. So, quit thinking that. As long as they have a benefit. Dude, you just have like you don't really have a very healthy way of like looking at friends then. Do you think I'm looking at you as like some benefit or some shit? Like, I mean, be honest with this. Like, seriously. Like, I consider you my friend. A close friend at that. Despite being online friends, right? So it's like, Am I, keeping you around as a, quote, benefit? Because, if so, I guarantee you that is nothing but bullshit. Well, see? Yeah, I really do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, whatever you think about it is bullshit. Like, you're a friend, like I consider my friends like Tyler or Rip City and shit like that. That's, you're like a friend like, I consider them. Perhaps maybe you can give me a free 20 every now and then out of me. What? What? Like, get 20? What? Cool channel. Thanks. Waya chaka. Waya chaka. Waya chaka. Sounds like a little chant. I like it. And also, hello. That's reason. Why would I want $20 out of you? I mean, if anything, I'm more willing to probably give you $20 than ask for $20. Like, what? See what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Alabama, USA. Yeah, oh shit, really? Yo, Venom just moved out of there. Yeah, he's in New Mexico now, but he just recently got out of that shithole. You should too. You should probably get out of there too. Couldn't vote for incest to be made legal. Oh my god, you fucking freak. Oh, you know what you just remind me of though? There's literally an anti-furry law that's going to be passed in Oklahoma, dude. Hold on. I gotta find it. I have to find it because it's hilarious. And being a furry, I mean, like, I just find it hilarious. I cannot be offended by it at all. This is fucking funny, dude. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I have to find it, dude. It's just too goddamn good.
Once in a while, even King TJ.
God damn it. My fucking Bluetooth's... Turn on, bitch! Thank you. Did you pass that in Oregon? I don't know. They probably should. They probably should. Hold on, I need to find it, though. Where is it? Where the fuck is this goddamn little article?
I mean, to be honest with you guys, I think...
Shut up, Scotty. Shut up, boy. Oh. I think I almost found it. Just need to do these right now. Let me know right now. God damn it. Fucking little time bar thing. Come on. Just get to the thing I want. There we go. Streamlabs, be good with me, please. All right, good. Oh my god. An Oklahoma rep filed a bill to have animal control remove furries from school grounds. Dude, I'm a furry. I'm literally wearing a furry shirt right now. I'm wearing a furry shirt right now, damn it. And you know what? I love it. I want to see how far this goes because it ain't going nowhere. This guy be trolling. His brim on his hat is wide as fuck. Let's go. I bet Paul agrees with this. Probably not.
Nintendo Power. And dude, TJ was like, the 100th issue. So like, I didn't give a fuck about Nintendo Power. I mean, I definitely liked it, and I read it after TJ.
Fuck your Nintendo.
It came out in the summer, but whenever it was. I lived in Louisiana, so I was a kid, so I have no idea what the fucking time of year it was. But I'm waiting. The fucking mailman comes. Literally, I'm like, is it a...
Oh my god, Scotty's just rambling. Boo!
Damn.
Yeah, I fucking read his Nintendo Power. I looked at all this shit. And Paul, you know how it is back in the day reading a magazine, all those nice pages stuck together, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
just kind of.
Dude, a fresh magazine where it's nice and crisp. Oh, dude, there's nothing special. There's nothing more special than that. I know what he's talking about.
Oh, look how beautiful and crisp
Oh,
it
the
is.
smell, the crisp smell of that new magazine.
I fucking was there.
I'm just gonna say right now, by the way, I don't know who this furry is, but that furry's cute. That's a sexy furry right there, honestly. Isn't that ammo? What's a magazine? I don't even want to respond to that.
Oh, yeah, fucking manhandled it, fucking rolling. Look at this.
I will respond to this sexy furry over here because I want to get real by this furry. Yeah.
Fuck you, TJ. You fucking deserve, bitch.
Fuck you, Scotty.
Furries beware. Oklahoma rep filed a bill to have animal control remove furries from the school grounds. Hey, look, I think this is actually respecting furries.
It is.
I think it is.
I mean, you know, if I'm a husky, then, you know, a loose husky needs to be taken away by animal control. Ooh woo. I love this so much. Have gone through your hub profile and just full of degenerate videos. Good. Good. Good.
Like, look,
Call
dude,
animal control.
yeah, you calling it? Like, look, dude, that's who deals with the animals.
Yeah.
State legislator in Oklahoma has pre-filed a bill that would ban students who identify as furries from schools. No, really. The
Students specifically. Like the students that might identify as furries at this school might legit fucking get... They might get arrested by animal control. Oh man, dude. Just looking at a fat girl like a normal person. I do. There's plenty of furry women who are fat, okay? And they're sexy as fuck, and I want to rail them just as much as every other horny little furry slut. So, excuse me, you fucking sexist, you pig. How dare you fucking assume my sexuality?
goes so far as to mandate that animal control services be contacted to remove offending students from campuses.
Now look, if they want to live their personas, dude, and they're saying they're a wolf, they're a fucking fox, they're some weird little fucking woodland creature, their ass should be removed like the fucking vermin they are.
Here's the guy is talking about it.
Don't call me insane for running this bill. Hell, I'd say there.
No, I don't.
If you got an animal coming to school,
Don't hear it? Oh,
how about we get them vaccinated? How about we get them neutered? And how about we send them to the pound? I don't want.
How about we getting them bug biting and getting to the goddamn neutered and to the pound and shit? Oh my god, I love this guy. Oh my god, dude. Dude, his fucking cowboy hat, bro.
See some kid going to the bathroom.
Wait.
You know,
I don't think they should be sent to the pound. If they have owners, they should be sent back to their owners.
I fucking love this, dude. This is awesome. This is so fucking fire, bro. Oh, man. The fact that Republicans are unironically so anti-woke, they're literally going after the furries. They're going after people like me is just top tier golden shit, dude. This is platinum, dude. I love it. I fucking love this so much. I can't even be offended by this. This is too good. This is too fucking good. all the deal with furries. Dude, imagine it. Animal control fucking, like, worker that comes up to the school being like, all right, I got a fessy raccoon. I need to deal with this. And they show up, and it's just like literally a dude in a raccoon fursuit just hanging out, being like, hello, ooh, doing some weird shit or whatever the fuck. Just being harmless. And this guy just has to be like, I have to deal with this guy who's in a fursuit. I have to deal with a furry? What? Oh my god, I want to see it, dude. I just want to see it so bad. Holy shit. Holy shit. I want to see it so bad.
Yeah. You should make every effort. Yeah, you should make every effort to return them to their homes. But if you can't find their homes, the pound seems like the logical place.
Yeah, this guy's a troll, dude. This is 100% just a troll move. Never gonna fucking happen.
Dude, I honestly feel like this Republican is trolling. I really do feel that way. I really truly believe that, honestly. I kind of agree with Scotty.
Funny, dude. This shit is hilarious.
In a litter box, in a kitty litter. Those people.
Oh my god, he did not just go there. All these furries with their, goddamn litter boxes and their kitty litter and shit. Oh my god, I fucking love it, dude. Oh my god!
Lost their mind letting these people pretend to be animals in the classroom. If they're going to be animals, let's send them pound. Let's send them home. We're not.
If they want to be animals, or send them to the pound, send them to their homes. Oh my god, I love this. As a furry, I love this so fucking much. This is too fucking funny, dude.
Teach your cat math.
How do you teach a cat? I don't know. You know what? These conservatives normally terrible arguments. I don't know. I do not know how you teach a cat math.
Fucking
I have not
good
figured that
question,
one out.
bro. This guy.
How do you teach cat math, bro? Oh my god, I love him. I honestly, dude, this guy's a gem. I love him. I love him. I mean, he's so innocent, yet so fucking disturbed. Oh my god.
Shut down any counter argument that I could possibly make.
I support this bill.
Yeah, I think this is the humane way to go about it. And look, if nobody claims the furries after fucking 30 days, I think, look, you gotta fucking humanely destroy them, right?
You gotta humanely destroy
Man, that's, what, you make every effort. Like, look, this furry's on his last day. Then he's going to go to the big litter box in the sky.
The big litter box in the sky!
I love humanity, but man, if this dystopia could include furries fighting to be let out of the local pound.
Please, adopt me!
Adopt me! Oh my god, dude. Furries are pretty open about adoptions too, by the way. Like, dude, we want our personas to be adopted. Ooh woo. Like, dude, I mean, oh my god, bro. Dude, we would totally do it. It wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be hard at all. It would be so easy to fucking incorporate it. Oh my god.
I don't really. Can you imagine the family's going? I don't really care for that one.
Yeah,
he's on his last legs. Please,
adopt me. Ooh woo. Oh, if you so well, if you just slay my boosie. Ooh woo. I'm a sweet little, furry little twink. Please, ooh woo.
I'm sorry, you kind of stink. You cracked that seal, and little Billy passed out. We can't take a chance. I'm sorry. Please, they're gonna gas me. You'll be all right. I'm sure someone will come along and adopt you. Oh. Dude, there's gonna be some dead ass furries, dude. I mean, Paul, you imagine that a furry gets selected, you're gonna
A
go
fur
home,
costume.
in the forever home. They crack that seal because they're just getting a little excited. And it's like,
They cracked the seal.
they'll never be adopted.
No.
Tucker here said, as an IRL sports writer, it hurts me to see where we.
Oh, Ignar hurt his paw. Better put him to sleep. Fuck you, you little asshole.
The group's done to Sports Illustrated. This is for Paul. Paul, do you like Wendy's? Well, how do you like Wendy's nuts are in your face?
Oh, shit. No.
Here's $10 towards a Baconator.
Fuck you, buddy.
Damn.
Oh, dude, I want a Baconator, boy. I save mine for the gauntlet. That's when I always save mine. That's when I was like, dude, break out the Baconator when it's 6 hours of dog shit.
Whenever I go to Seattle, that's when I have a Baconator. There's a Wendy's on our way back to Portland, where that shit is just fucking fire as fuck, bruh. That Baconator just hits the fucking gut in a way that's indescribable.
6 hours of some horrible shit. Now, the last one wasn't really that. It was just horrible crimes. It wasn't actually, horrible as in like Andrew Tate or... Well, I got lucky on that one. Matt Walsh was probably the worst one for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Guinness World Records reveals auto stock title. Eh?
And we're doing another one, guys. Not a Matt Walsh one. We're doing Roseanne Barr. Ugh. Rob Schneider.
Oh,
Oh my god, dude. Rob fucking Schneider, man.
oh.
My fucking god. Oh, dude, he might be the worst, dude.
Dude, he is the... oh my god, just thinking about him just makes me want to just cringe. Oh.
Like, oh, dude, I don't know. Rob just fucking... He makes me feel fucking weird. What's the fucking last one? Who's the fucking last person we're doing? Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate,
God.
yes.
What's
wrong with Roseanne? She's a weird racist that fucking, goes off about, Marxist, communist, fucking BLM, woke, weirdo. Are you really asking that question right now? She compared a black woman to a chimp at one point and blamed it on Ambien. I mean, really? Are we doing this right now? I've seen that from her. Living on a rock?
It's that one, dude. It was like, who the fuck is it?
Ambient's a powerful drug. I'm sure it is, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't make you say racist as fuck things like, like comparing a black woman to a chimp, bro. I mean, I don't think Ambien does that to you. I think if you say something like that, you just genuinely have those fucking opinions. So, I don't know about you, but that's just my fucking forte about the whole situation. I don't really think that's just an opinion, but okay, you do you, boo.
Can't run away from it though, Scotty.
Oh my god, dude, Tate is coming back.
Face, dude. You're gonna...
Goddamn fucking Scotty Kirk needs to do a 6-hour Andrew Tate gauntlet by himself. I think Ignar's being sexist towards Roseanne. Cancel Ignar. That's probably going to be the most pathetic cancellation effort of me ever. Just legit. Really? You really think I'm going to be canceled over that? Honestly, I've said way more heinous shit about Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. I literally called them fucking whores, damn it. I'm pretty sure I would be canceled over that more so than, calling Roseanne Barr a racist pig. So, I don't know about you, but that's just my opinion. I'd be more canceled calling fucking Lauren Bobo a whore But at least I'm accurate with that too. I'm just saying, because she is. I'm just being honest with it. Those aren't women, though. They are Eldred's being. They are, though. I mean, they really are, though. Oh my god. Oh my god, they really are, though. They truly are, though. Oh my god. That's probably the most accurate description you ever said of them. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Ate it up.
Whew.
You guys have to become a patron. I think that's going to be one of the fucking.
Would you have sexual relations with MTG to end the Gaza conflict permanently? Oh my god, why are you doing that to me? Oh. You know what? Guess stick it in her. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. No. No. Nay. You know what? Fuck you. No. There are many things that can end that conflict, but me fucking having to slay that pussy, no. I'm not going to be eaten alive by that praying mantis insectoid demon. Are you kidding me? No. No. Just straight no. Meh. Even Zukov agrees. Meh. Meh. What about Bobo? Maybe. Come here. Come on, pop up. Hello. Oh. Hold on. Destroy tech to solve an Israeli-Gaza conflict. That's personal to me. So, how about that? I don't want to have my dick destroyed over that. Look at you big goof. Okay. What you do to stop Putin in Ukraine? Same answer, I guess. I feel like, honestly, that whole situation is less likely to end in global chaotic death upon the whole world, versus the Israel-Palestine conflict. But so honestly, it would be the same answer, even more to an extent. Can I help you? What are you doing? Big goof. They got a little pimple. I think you got a little pimple, bro. I think you got a little pimple right there. Yeah. Nope. Let me be Dr. Pimple. No. Let me be Dr. Pimple. Yeah. Let me. You bastard. I can't get it. You won't let me get it. You will not let me get it. Oh my god, look at you. You're so goofy. And you're so cute. No pause. Paul Sky, DJ, care for Trump runs because bad, but someone lose my phone. What? Are you just talking about something like random out of nowhere? When that come into fucking play had anything here? Do you see what I'm doing right now? I'm dealing with a dog. Grunt, big old grunt boy. Dog go down. Go fuck yourself. You're lucky I don't even ban you for that. Oh my goodness, this is all a golf. So cute. Me. What? Fuck it. Oh. Oh. Oh, you so cute. Oh. You're such a little grunt, dude. Oh. It's just a little grunt boy. Oh. Oh my god, little goof. Oh, he's a good boy. I can squeeze you till you pop. Oh. Well, you're such a goof. Alright, I'll let you down. There you go. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Jeez. What the fuck? What? Now you're looking at me like you want something? I was holding on to you the entire time, and now you want something out of me. You just immediately wanted to leave my presence, and now you want something from me. This fucking dog, dude. Really? Oh my god, dude, you fucking goofball. You're so cute. Put my boyfriend down. I don't have a boyfriend. What? You have time to sip buffaloes. What's wrong with you? You fucking freak. Ugh. That's how you fucking think, a relationship is? That's what you think? That's what you think a relationship, between me and Zukov is? Are you serious? Meanwhile, this guy wanted to get his fuck on with a female dog earlier. But oh no. He's my boyfriend somehow. You simp bustles say hello. That's what he does. What? Why do you think? Oh, okay, whatever. I don't even care. Fuck you. There's sick guys. All right. What? All right. Well. That ramp. I'm getting I'm getting food. I'm gonna get myself some food and contemplate your fucking existence. How about that? Anyway, you know what? It is a good time for me to call it good anyway. It's almost 4:20 a.m. So, smoke if you got them. But we're not doing it here, though. So, do it on your own time. Peace out. Of course, I'll see you on the next one. So, a toodaloo, bitch. Unless you want to check out the fucking 4 other live streams going on.